Right outside this door, I may have made a decision that I might regret. Now, you guys know I'm a huge Chevy enthusiast, especially when it comes to Corvettes. And one thing I've done over the last 22 years really well is get people out of Fords, especially Mustangs, get them into Corvettes, and they've never looked back. I just had a previous customer call me and say, hey Mike, you sold me this car 9 months ago. Do you want to buy it back for inventory for your dealership? I said yes. It was a C6 Corvette. I absolutely love C6 Corvettes. You can see that it's gone, but as I mentioned prior in a video, taking trade-ins is tricky, but when you take a Mustang in on trade, that's even trickier. Frank's done a really good job of helping us sell cars, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to do this or not. We're gonna test him completely. So before I show you this Mustang that we bought, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. All right, put your coffee down. You ready to go show them this Mustang that you bought?
I'm working here.
Hey, listen, I can't buy at auction, so we gotta buy off the street, and I bought this Mustang.
Stop making bad purchases.
Let's go show them this car. You know, I like wild colors. Tesla's purple, the Corvette had all sorts of goofy colors, but I've never seen this green on a Mustang before. Have you guys ever seen this green on a Mustang before? I mean, it's really, oh, wait. No. The Mustang is gray. My bad. I got them confused. The gray Mustang, black matte wrapped hood. And yeah, I don't know if you saw that or not already, but we have black wheels up here. We have orange wheels back here. And if you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I've got a little surprise on this car that is absolutely astonishing that this just happened a couple thousand miles ago. Let me show you the car and then I'm going to tell you my thought process. All right, so first and foremost, we heard how it starts up. What do you think about that exhaust sound?
What exhaust sound?
Right?
I mean, it sounded almost like my Tesla.
This is a 2015 Ford EcoBoost engine with a modified exhaust.
Yeah, a 4-cylinder and a sports car, no.
It's an EcoBoost, or do I mean Ego Boost? And as you can see from the get-go, the car has been lowered, and we do have two different style of wheels on here. We have these black ones, and then we have these rose gold ones, or orange, or whatever you want to call it. But the good news is we have the other black ones. We have those back here, and we have one back here. And speaking of back here, you can see we have a spoiler on here that is a little wiggly, so to speak. We have blackout on the lights.
Don't come a knocking.
Right, yeah. Don't come a knocking, it's rocking. This is right here starting to peel off. This has been plasti dip, by the way, and you can kind of see there is some overspray from the plasti dip on here. This is going to come off with no problem. The vehicle's been lowered. If I didn't say that, you can see it's fairly dirty on the inside, but we're going to get that detailed up. And this is why I don't like lowering cars, because when you lower a car, things rub that are not supposed to rub. So you can see the bumper is a little broke right here. It's broke on the other side. Back here, you can see there's like, I can barely get 2 fingers in there.
That's what he said, right?
This is not too bad here, but it's separated. It's not lined up real good right here. And then coming on the other side, you can see not lined up real good right there. The tab, it seems to be broke there. On the front passenger wheel or driver wheel, I noticed this at appraisal is maybe it is passenger wheel. Front passenger wheel, we have a missing lug nut here, so we have to get a lug nut for this. The good news is it's got good tires on it. They're all decent tires as far as tread depth goes. You can see a little bit of rubbing in there, but there's a little bit of rust right here. Maybe that's dirt under that. Like I told people on the Corvette, remember the Corvette, the biggest thing people were saying was, oh, you just never know what's underneath the wrap, right? When you buy a wrap car. That's not really true, because
is this a wrap or is this?
This is a matte wrap. Yep.
Okay.
So you can see, I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a little bit of bubbling right there, and I bet that's rust starting on this hood. Coming over here, so different front end. I don't think this is the right front end for the car. I think that's more of a GT look. But coming inside the car, the gentleman who owned this car used it a lot, and I think his utility belt would have rubbed the seats pretty bad right there. It's got 107,000 miles on it. There's the exact mileage on here, and you can see that we've got a check engine light and a tire pressure monitor light. So there's probably no tire pressures in there. And when I run the check engine light, it's a catalyst system, and every customer always says, oh, it's just an O2 sensor, but catalyst system could be O2 sensors, it could be catalytic converters, who knows what it is. But just full disclosure of everything I can tell you that I see on this car. It's dirty right now, and I'm not really worried about dirt because I've seen a whole lot dirtier cars than this. It's going to clean up real nicely. But the issue is when you just start looking at a lot of these mods, I mean, they didn't do a real good job of putting the bolts in here or here. They just, you know, they drilled, and looks like once they drilled in there, they just took the drill bit and just did this. And it's just not done right. It's not done professionally. It doesn't meet my standards. All of the wheels are curved, and they're, you know, just got nasty stuff on them. Here's our concern, right? What do we do with this car? I think it's going to take a few $1,000s to fix it up. This car retails for $17,000.
Well, that was us being aggressive in purchasing. Carfax and other models will tell you 21.
Yes, correct. Yes, I can fix this up, but you know, we spend a couple $1,000 on this to fix it up and do it right and find different wheels for it and tires, and then somebody else is going to have opinions like, oh, I'd rather do it this way, right? Do I just leave this deck lid with these nasty holes in it, take this spoiler off, and fix these holes that are on this side, which is not that big of a deal? That's something so simple. The exhaust has been modified, and you can see how it dumps out right there, right past the axle. You can see the lowering springs on the car, and I'm told that it's just lowering springs on the car. And taking this back to stock is just, you know, it's a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money, but I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. But here's the really surprising thing on this EcoBoost engine. This is the surprising fact of this car. This has got a brand new engine in it just a couple thousand miles ago. Yes, you can look at this engine obviously and see that it is nice and shiny and brand new. The belts are brand new. The cover of the engine's in the back. You saw that earlier. The belt down there is brand new. This hose looks brand new. This hose looks fairly new. Not sure if it is or not because that's not new, but all this engine is brand new, and it's absolutely amazing. That 107,000 mile EcoBoost Mustang has got a brand new engine in it, which is probably what, a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 engine installed, something like that. That's what Chevys are. I don't know what Fords are, but that's pretty interesting. So this is where the dilemma comes in. And what's the dilemma?
To sell or not to sell?
To sell, not to sell. Do we send it to auction? I mean, we certainly can get our money back from auction. Carvana will buy it. We can make money on that. And then they're just going to send it to auction and get people to pay more money for it. And then, you know, someone's going to have to overpay for this car and still do all this work, because no dealership, nobody out there is going to do the work on this car whatsoever. So here's my thought process, and this is where I need your help at. I'm gonna have my mechanic Rich change out the back tires to put the black tires on it so it all matches, or rims, whatever you want to call it. And then we're gonna do our typical 172 point inspection on the car. We're gonna detail it up 100%. And then I think I'm just gonna take it to auction. I don't want to sell this car. I don't want to have any responsibility of this car. I just want to take it to auction. But at the same time, if I sell this thing for like $13,500, I mean, that's cheap selling this car. And someone like yourself may, you know, you have resources, right? You can sit here and fix it up and do things. And maybe you're the type of person who just likes it the way it is. What are you laughing about?
Just the thoughts. So many thoughts.
And then we got Frank over there just being wacky and silly. And we know what happened with the Jeep. We put Frank right next to the Jeep and it sold that same day. So let's see if Frank maybe can go 2 for 2. Put him right next to it. I mean, he's doing a good job. Oh, look, there's more birds over here. We have an issue with birds. Get out of here, bird. Go. So that's our dilemma. Do we sell it? Do we send it to auction? When this video goes live, it is going to be available for sale. I'll put it down in the description and in the comment if it sells, but we're gonna cheap sell it for $13,500 as is, inspected. We're not gonna do a penny to it. I just wanna inspect it to make sure that it's a safe car to drive, that the brakes are good, or at least tell you where the brakes are at. We're not gonna spend a penny outside of detailing this car, getting the overspray from the plastic dip off. $13,500, a $17,000 to $21,000 retail car, the way it sets with a brand new EcoBoost engine. So if you want it, reach out to us at mikescarstore.com. So here's one more look at it, and we can help people with all sorts of credit, but I'm telling you, if you want to buy this car and you don't have the best credit, you need to come with probably $4,000 plus down. What happens when you buy a car with bad credit is the dealership may take on a fee from the bank. So with cheap selling it like this, I can't take on any fees. So the more money you have down, the better you have on it to get financed and the less fee the dealership has. So $13,500 buys it, cash money or financing, doesn't matter. And I think it's a good car. It's just not a car for me. Let us know what you think we should do with this vehicle. Maybe we should just put it in the dumpster. Maybe that's what we just do, is put it in the dumpster and let the sweet guys, Sweetwater or whatever they are, Sweetland trash company, just pick it up and take it to the dump. Whatever you guys think. Let us know in the comment section below, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm.